Where you at, dog? Man, my glasses. Greetings, travelers. Welcome to No Man's Sky. Yeah, as you can see from the playtime, I've been at it a little while already. This is not the beginning of the game. I've actually already played it on my channel, and I guess I gotta find those little recordings and put them in the playlist. It's whatever. Playlist, I guess, for starters, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please leave me a comment below if you want more of No Man's Sky. I've played this game a lot, like, iteratively. It's old, you know. They say 2015 is this game's release date, which is the same date as Minecraft. If you can imagine the two of these games being equal in age, nonetheless, whereas Minecraft is, like, stagnated, done nothing but the same for 10, however many years you want to act like it's been in development. They have never stopped trying to improve the fact that this game just, like, shipped like crap. You know, the launch version of this game was absolutely terrible. And I was honestly trying to remember if that was, we gotta go back to the base, because we're carrying one of them idols. I was trying to remember if that was on the 360, or if that was on the play... You know, like, I never had a PlayStation 3. So I want to say the first time I played it was on the 360. If that would have been around back then. But if it wasn't, then maybe I got it, you know, like I got it for the PlayStation 4 real early on. Anyway, I know I've tried it a couple times on the PlayStation 4. Both recording and just playing it, because, you know, it's a big game with a ton of content. Every couple of months they patch new stuff into it. Oh. Fuel is low. That's not great. What's the fuel situation? Can we make one? Let's make a fuel. Its fuel requires metal plating. Metal plating. And it's you know, and then that's the thing, right? Because it's not perfect. Certainly, it's far from perfect. But most importantly, you know, like they've worked so hard to make it good. You know, done the best with what they could, and I applaud that, which is why I keep coming back to it. It's why I keep trying to, like, make something out of this game. Anyway, the last time I played it, I want to say it was on the PlayStation 4. And I just apologize for the squinting. I burned my eyes out pretty hardcore on the Steam Deck earlier tonight. Tonight. And the really ridiculous, vibrant colors in this game are not doing me, you know, my seared retinas any favors. I just need to take an eyeball break from playing crazy video games. Point being, where is the base at? Come on now. Oh, I'm not off world yet. PlayStation 4 version that I tried, that I bought, maybe Logan got it for me. In fact, I think that's what happened, is Logan got it for me. And that was when I went back. Oh yeah? There's communicator. Incoming transmission, source unknown. You are not alone. Please identify yourself. Well, they identified themselves, albeit broken. You left me. Why did you? I don't understand. Of course you'd say that. Of course you'd, just like the others. Ask who are you speaking to. Ask about the others. There is no reply. The communicator falls silent, though the channel remains open. Interesting. You know, there's... Oh boy, that's just perfect. Perfect as punch. I'm a little bit busy right now getting to the station, but now I have tried... You know, like, that's why I keep coming back, because they keep adding more to the game. They just keep on... And the foundation of the game is already pretty solid. Like, if you just want to play the core of No Man's Sky, not that you could really even describe that anymore, but just, like, run through the basic story mode of it, or even just, like, screw around on random planets, you can in a pretty convincing fashion. The point I was trying to get to is the place it loaded like something fierce. Like... You know, one of the huge perks when I first got my PlayStation 5 was I started noticing games don't load on this thing. And I mean, some of them still do have a little bit of loading if they're gigantic games, but usually, like, they get it out of the way and then you're just good to go, you know, like for a really lot of gameplay before it ever has to load anything again. Anyway, PlayStation 4 had a lot of games like that too. They just, they just did it more frequently, but they did have big loads. Anyway, this game had big loads every couple of minutes. And it burned me out. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to, I just couldn't. It's just like, oh my God, loading again. Anyway, I played some other cool games. Ghost of Tsushima, just some other big stuff. And I never got really back to this one because, on top of being enormous, which is a little bit intimidating, you don't necessarily want it. I hate you so much. Oh, it's because I'm being texted. Of course I'm being texted. This is, we're not quite back to full strength, back to full power, on the channel. Certainly I want to be there, guys. I want to be playing the games you guys probably want to see, but right now, I'm doing some not demo games, but just some simple stuff that's not going to burn me out and also not going to cause problems on the channel. Make sure I got the tech working, make sure everything's working, right? I thought I had a gig. Yeah, I do. Gotta get this thing out of my inventory, because the inventory is precious at this point. There's a gig relic. Boom. Give me the money. Thank you for the units. That's great. And then what else am I missing? Now, this game, it's not hard. It's big. There's tons of it, and a lot of people find it boring because you spend so much time maybe not doing nothing, but like just killing time in the universe. That it's it's a little bit like, well, it's it's not that interesting. But the truth, the interest is that once you do that, there's something else to do, and that's really the way everything in the game goes. No matter what you're doing, the second you are like that goal you set for yourself, you rock that. There's something just waiting for you on the other. You just got to finish it. This is, for example, like I narrate this to you, but I don't speak their language. Literally. You have to learn the languages of the alien species, and there's, I think, 3 of them, in order to actually understand the crap they're saying to you. What was the problem we had? Well, I think we're just off on business, right? Well, I did want to buy some stuff, but what's the reactor for? The reactor will... Well, that's right. It's, launch thrusters for launch thrusters. Yeah, and I didn't get it. I got the pulse engine. That's the one that... Well, I wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to see what would happen. Did it just give me... No, it gave me this, and this is the thing. Right, so I must have got something special that I could make. Don't mind me, everyone. There's a lot to understand, there's a ton to understand how it works, and I could explain it to you if you really want, it's shout-outs in the comments if you want some more greater granular detail on some of these things. I'm certainly going to cover them as they come up, but a lot of this, you do it so much that it does become second nature, so it doesn't need me to really explain it. But that was just me upgrading my ship a little bit, because I found this ship on a planet, and it's got a ton of damage. All these red marks are essentially damage. But once I clear the damage, which like hydraulics damage, containment failure, all these things, you actually get the use of these slots, and each of these is an inventory slot, which is good, because, there's a lot of stuff to haul. And I mean, this upgrade right here, this thing I installed, this actually allows you to move things to your ship from further away, because normally you get a certain distance from your ship and it's just like, nah, bro. Anyway, that's the point. You want a sick ship with a ton of storage so that you can store more stuff, so you can go on better missions and blah, blah, blah. The point, and that's just the first level of shipping. It's like basic, I don't know what you'd call them, like fighters, just like personal ships. Then there's like some flag ships or cap ships that you can actually, you can get your own cap ship, and then you can host your own fleet of ships within your own cap ship, you know what I mean? So then you got to manage that. And the thing I discovered just a little bit ago, Il Cartographer then reveals their catalog of charts and maps. Oh, I ain't got none. Alright, well, I guess we have to do some business. What did I come up here just to sell? Travel to the stranger's coordinates. Alright, let's go do some work. Anyway, along with, so like you can set a goal to just like do dope ships, and they've already introduced the mechanic that allows you to essentially like track the galaxy, or I don't know why I can't think of the right word, but to look for more ships, to track distress signals. That's what I'm thinking of. You can buy these star charts, and once you use them, then it's like, oh, there's a distress signal here. There might be a ship there. Sometimes there's not. Sometimes there's just a person. Sometimes there's danger. Blah blah blah. But like, if you just want to do that, like that's just an option to you, and you can just play the game that way, just like collecting progressively better ships. And of course, you can also salvage ships. Like, you don't have to take them on as projects and like work on them. You can also just like salvage them, take the credits, use it for something else, use it to buy a ship, use it to build your own ship. Not all these things were in at launch, or like I should say maybe some of them, they got cleaned up as the game got... I know, I'm working on it, but this is not a great entry angle. Bonk. There we go. And we're down. Cool. Still one of the coolest features of the game, one of the biggest feathers in its cap, is that you can go straight from just like planet, or not planet, but from, like galaxy, basically galaxy level travel to planet surface. Am I getting away from it? No, I'm getting close to it. What else we got here? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the objective marker, but at the same time, I needed some of this paraffinium. Why is my terrain manipulator not equipped? Is my multi-tool broken? Oh, it just wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, it's not perfect. Oh, I bought a bolt caster. I forgot. I had an issue with some sentinels. That's kind of the police force. If you want to consider this, think about it in Grand Theft Auto terms. The sentinels are like police that, like, when you do certain activities, they're just going to spawn and they're just going to make your life difficult until you either escape or disable them, which is a thing. But at the time, I did not have any effective means of fighting back, so they really just like wrecked me. Humming sack, damaged machinery, 200 marks, 200 units, buried technology model. Let's take a look at that. Oh, we gotta recharge the mining gun. That's what I mean, right? Like, that seems pretty interesting, the fact that I just recharged my mining gun, but you do it so much, like you get so used to recharging that thing, to collecting the resources you need. Even the act of mining, like it makes you feel a little bit like a god for the first maybe hour or so. Then you're just like, oh, cool, more digging. All my phenomenal cosmic powers really just like, so, it's neat, I guess. But that's the point. They can't be too significant because, believe it or not, even at this, level of like sci-fi screwing around, even just like being able to play with the world on this level, terraforming planets, because you can terraform it down, but you can also grow it back, like if you want it to be flattened out, because you can make your own base however you want to. I got a base on another planet, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I could already just be on a planet somewhere working on my base and not really doing any of it. Oh, there's a ship here. Is this a distress signal? Is this what I'm looking for? This is what I'm looking for. I mean, I guess it is a bit of a distress signal, but it's a plot-related distress signal. They use the same mechanics for decoding for like revealing the plot, unveiling the plot, as they do for. I just want to make sure there's no one here, because sometimes the pilot, like the actual ship's pilot, is around, and you can talk to them, like do a little mini quest. But sometimes you just like get in their ship. All right, now see this one. This is fully low. Oh, it's B class. It's B class. Rico Nico's prize is C class. This is B class, and the B class I'm not 100% sure if B class just affects what things you can equip on it. But that's another thing, right? There's no reason I can't just claim it. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll stop working on Rio Kino's prize and like work towards this, and we'll just salvage Rio Kino's. This is mine. This is mine now. So now it's mine, but it is totally hosed, I think. Oh no, it's not. Launch thruster is damaged. So it can't really go anywhere, but that's fine. We can repair it. But what I want to do is summon other ship and summon... Well, so I guess maybe what I should do is just pitch the prize now, since I have another ship. All right, let's do the mission first, and then we'll start screwing around. Signal beacon, repair. Okay, so some sodium. Right, like the repairing engine, it's neat. The first couple times you repair those things, you're like, oh, I can repair it. You know, it's like, but you do it so much. There are no signs of life. There's only static of a broken communicator. Extract records. Whatever message was once here has been scrambled beyond recovery. All I can extract is the pilot's name, Artemis. Whoever they were, they are long gone. The only other uncorrupted data is a set of plans, an upgrade for my mining beam. Advanced mining laser requires a bunch of things I already know. Alright, so we're gonna first make ourselves, well, we gotta install the technology, right? Bam. And then what we have to do is start working on this stuff. We need some... I can't remember how many it said. We need some carbon nodules, and we needed a hermetic seal, which requires more condensed carbon, which requires the thing that's on the other ship. So now I need my other ship. Other ship. Prize! Get down here. Okay. While you get summoned, I am going to claim this in honor of me. At least that was my plan, but I can't seem to find the... Is it this? Whatever. More damaged machinery. But that's the game flow. You know, like it's at its core, it is a survival game. You just walk around the environment, you know, you collect stuff from the environment, you craft it into stuff, things like that, but, but it's all been kind of done. Yeah, I'm trying, believe me. Nothing found. How fun. I don't think I've ever successfully, or I've ever not found anything. The Atlas Pass, I don't think I've ever actually gotten that far. My PlayStation 4 save, I did get pretty far. Alright, so now, Rio Kinos, you are holding on to this, is the only thing I need off of you. Right, see, like, I fixed some of it, and I did some upgrades, but, like, look at all this work I still had to do, and it's a Class C, so I'm gonna do that work on the Class B. And what other thing did I need to do? Missions, log, my base. Oh, I gotta make the laser, which requires a bunch of stuff that I don't have. No, it just requires this thing, because I don't, right, it's okay. So let's put the portable refiner down here, and then I need to make some hermetic seals, which requires condensed carbon, which is created by just shoving some carbon in here. Cook split, there we go. Condensed carbon, and then cook fill, and then cook. So while that's cooking, what was I doing? I was making the hermetic seal to do something or other, because I got to make an advanced mining laser. Yeah, we'll just keep doing the work. Oh, that was fast. Thought maybe it would need longer, but you know, this doesn't take too long to do things in this game, which is nice. Yeah, I imagine there's some things down the line that require just a ton of effort and like building, and I'm you know not even gonna act like I don't know for sure that there are some, because I remember playing the game before and being like, oh my god, I gotta do all this, but you know, it's kind of just the fact that you can that makes it kind of interesting, because you know, it's like you're actually doing the stuff. You're actually doing the science. You're actually doing the research. You're actually understanding the pieces and the parts. And in a lot of cases, you run up in situations like this, where you flipping need the stuff that you don't have on yourself. So now what we're actually going to do is we're going to take the prize. I never tagged it, but my ship is here, so I can just look for my ship when I need to come back down here. I don't remember which planet this is. Which planet is this? This one doesn't have a name. It's Envake Delta. Okay. We will be right back to Envake Delta. I gotta go purchase some wiring looms and trade in this ship I don't want no more. See what I mean, right? Like just from planet side all the way out into the galaxy, out into space of it. Uh-oh. Getting a call. Hotline bling. Artemis entity. We received your signal. Is it first? Is it last? Time for truth. You have their signal, but you are not Artemis enemy. Tell the truth. Your signal's for Medio Tanada. We have made contact before, I think. This would be a good time to come aboard, yes? A proper introduction to our home? Right, I can summon the... Right, but... Hang on just a second, Nada. Man, space station's far, but we gotta go. That's what I mean, and also the plot... to my knowledge, does not have any real, like, time zings. You know, there's no, like, oh, you took too long and now you can't do this part of the mission. Again, there may be down the line, because literally they just announced, maybe not announced, but they revealed the 16th expansion pack to this, which is insane. That's more than, like, World of Warcraft, I think. In terms, you know, it's just like, what? You're still going? You're still having ideas? But I mean, that's the infinite concept of, you know, like sci-fi world. I want to get there with my Walter universe. I would love to have fleshed out enough of it in my brain to actually just like build upon build upon build until 17 layers deep of a story. The current one is a horror story. It's like an eldritch horror story featuring a bunch of like Lovecraftian monsters in space. Anyway, I'm nowhere near there, because God knows what sort of ships you need to get there, what galaxy it's in. You know, you do galaxy hopping, you do everything in this game. Every crazy sci-fi space nerd thing you've ever wanted to do, you can definitely do in this game by now. It's just kind of finding a reason to do it and then, like, getting to and or from it. Because that, you know, can be a little bit difficult. Alright, now I don't need to talk to you. How many nanites do I have? 411? Where is the... It's over here. It's over here. There we go. Okay, unstoppable wiring loom. We need one. Do we just need two of them? We just need two of them. I'm also kind of rich because I sold some... You also, like, since it's almost entirely randomly generated, like, the game isn't... Like, you get lucky so many times on, like, finding just, like, random garbage, right? That will absolutely save your life while you're in the... So, like, you'll be in a mission that'll be like, you got to collect so much money, and you'll be like, oh my god, it's going to take me forever by conventional means. But then you'll just open a chest, and there'll be a thing in it that's worth like a gazillion units, and it's just like, I just noticed the unit. It's units for money, and it's also units for whatever. Anyway, okay. So now I got the advanced mining laser, which is... I'm waiting for it to update here. Do I have any nav data? Nope, I got my thing. Oh, I was going to sell my ship. Right, okay, so... Come on over here. Starship outfitting. Deployed to the prize. Begin salvage analysis. Scrapware 6 extract customization module. Warning, will be destroyed along with... Oh no, leave. So that's beautiful. I'll have this is what I mean, right? Like, so just by being stubborn, not stubborn, but by being, you know, like salvaging my ship, if I, you know, like didn't hold on to it, boom, 6 million credits, which is now... Oh, well, I gotta figure that out. I'm not really sure what to do about the fact that my inventory is full, except, what, go back home? Do I know how to make a box? I don't know if I know how to make a box. Okay, okay. Okay, that's fine. Radiant, where are you? Alright, so this is, I think, always the first kind you find, because it's kind of like cool and fighter-like. For plot reasons, you kind of find it. Anyway, it's okay. You know, like, it's not a bad ship. But I found that other one, and it had just so many more slots that I was like, okay, this is my step up. Anyway, I'm going to... put everything in the ship. The warp cell should be in the ship anyway. I don't need to hold those. Okay. Nope. Oh, was that like a quick transfer? I don't know. There's, you know, like, it's a PC game at heart. It was definitely made for, like, maybe not Mario and Luigi. What am I thinking of? You know, this mouse and keyboard, right? Like, this, so it has a million screens and overlays and things you're supposed to click between, select between. But they've done a very good job, at least over the years, slowly but surely making it, you know, it's like controller friendly, you know, like, so whatever platform you're playing on, it's not too irritating just to, like, navigate around the menus. I mean, the PlayStation 5 runs real fast. The analog stick is really nice. So, I know. I know. Sorry, ship. Okay. Now, what that does, right, so I got some things I put on their back, and I got a bunch of junk back, which is only useful as scrap to be sold. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. Now, we're back here. And I guess I don't really need to transfer it out. Like, it can stay in the ship. It'll suck when I'm away from the ship, but that's fine. Alright, now, the thing I wanted to know, because it seems like maybe you is can you summon a busted? No, that one is hosed, so it can't summon it, but that's fine. And then the last thing I was going to do before we flippity-floppity-floop is actually, I guess, I don't have a ton of time. I just got to go pick up my son from work. But this is, you know, like, I'm having enough fun that maybe I'll actually pick this up later afterwards. He's at work, you know, he works in a pizza shop. So sometimes when I give him a ride, oh, right, I need to go to the anomaly enemy. Enemy. Oh, look at the size of the station. No, I need the anomaly. I don't know if that's somebody shooting at me or if it's just like me clearing the space station. Each system has its own space station and they all have kind of their own unique designs, but the space anomaly is the one construct that exists between all player universes, right? So when you play multiplayer in this game, which of course, like, it's fully multiplayer, you can have people in your world just screwing around Minecraft style, or you can just, like, have them jumping in and out Elden Ring style. The game, you know, like, it has a ton of flexibility in just the way you want to play around in space, but, oh, I guess no, maybe we'll just drop off here, and, well, let's park. Yeah, we'll actually pull into the space anomaly and we'll park, and then we'll flibbity flobbity floop. Because I don't know how the saving works. Oh my god, that's not it. I bet. I bet. I bet. Yeah, I'm not a good star pilot yet. Space, it's fine. I don't know how dope the ships get, like in terms of like flying. Look at this thing, right? Look how cool this thing is. The space stations used to be as cool as they were. This thing has always been this cool. Anyway, this is where all the players actually are. So here you'll actually see assuming anyone's actually still playing this game. But yeah, see, that's an actual person. You can tell because of the locomotion. But anyways, that's my 30 minutes. Maybe we'll rock it again because actually I'm having a lot of fun with this. I didn't know if I was going to do this like a lot or just a little, but if you're enjoying it, if you like No Man's Sky, leave me a comment, please. Like button, subscribe, bell, flibbity flobbity fruit. Shoutouts to you for what?